we're talking about blockchains teaming up with F1 and Red Bull. Sui, the blockchain, just launched a month ago. Since then, its token's been all over the place, but one thing is for sure, it is trying to get inside the limelight. It's teaming up with Red Bull and Formula One's Oracle Red Bull Racing team in order to get itself on the grand track. This is an interesting topic. Why? Because a lot of times these decentralized blockchains don't have the ability to make marketing deals, but sometimes they do if there's a team behind it. Adam, I want to get your thoughts on this. I don't personally love seeing these sort of deals, and it was a big thing during the bull market. A lot of different teams, blockchain teams, and a lot of different exchanges teamed up with like F1 or NBA, MLB to sort of promote their token or their project. Didn't work out so well. Want to get your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, let's be clear. This isn't really a partnership with F1. This is a partnership or an announced partnership with the Red Bull Racing team on F1. And I believe Oracle is also involved there as a sponsor too. The interesting part to me is that as we come into this kind of next generation of attempts at doing layer one blockchains, again, like the thing that they're basically trying to sell themselves on is they're saying, hey, we're professional, like this is going to be easy to use. It's incredibly performant. It's like the narrative we saw around Ethereum killers, except kind of a next kind of level up. The Sui team kind of has some interesting history as well. But the thing that really jumped out at me about this, and which I think is the important question to ask, is they say that that this partnership is about creating a number of experiences that will use the blockchain in ways that are not really typical. And so I want to see those experiences. I think that, again, to the extent they can pull off experiences that do allow you to kind of abstract away all of the blockchain-ness while still keeping the characteristics that people want, which is essentially the ownership stuff, that there may be something here. But that's the challenge, is they have to prove that, and a partnership doesn't prove it. It just gives them the opportunity to flop or not. Zach?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like the proof is in the pudding, right? And I think that is the goal for all these mass adoption ready new layer ones, right? We want to make seamless experiences that gamers, sports fans, others will enjoy the ownership benefits, but won't really necessarily have to deal with some of the clunky stuff that has hindered crypto adoption to date, right? So when you look at these big sort of sports sponsorships, it's kind of table stakes for a lot of these blockchain foundations, Will. Totally. These are nonprofit organizations shepherding the growth of these ecosystems. So back off, bro. But there's a bunch of ones across the board, from Algorand to Sui now, all the way down, right? That put their name on whatever their choice sporting or entertainment venue is, and seek to make experiences from that partnership that actually demonstrably prove value to both partners, right? And I think Adam is absolutely right. When those things come out, and whether or not they click and see user adoption among that fan base, that's really when you know that you might have something here. Otherwise, you're just sticking your sticker on a race car that's emblazoned with dozens of stickers from different companies across the world, and that may or may not really move the needle on adoption, as we've seen in the past. But I mean, we'll see. The proof is absolutely in the pudding. I think those experiences will really tell whether or not this is working for Sui and in turn for Red Bull Racing. But Jen, what do you think?
So FTX used to be a sponsor for an F1 team. I believe it was Mercedes-AMG FTX sponsored. And so this tells me that like that sour taste that was left in the mouth of sporting franchises and teams and celebrities may be alleviating itself. And people are still interested in crypto applications. And so that was a really exciting kind of part of the story to me. The other part is Red Bull Racing entered into a deal with Bybit last year. And part of that deal was they took some payment in Bit tokens, which is the governance token of BitDAO, which is a DAO that I used to contribute to. Little disclosure. I don't know if they still hold those tokens, but Red Bull Racing maybe just, gathering up a few moonbags and holding on to those. And we may see Red Bull Racing like come out on top in the next bull cycle. So I thought that was a really interesting piece of the story. Will, what do you think?
Muted.
Will's been silenced.
He's been silenced yet again. It's spicy. Okay. The take too spicy.
The take is not too spicy. I'm back. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This reminds me of the MLB story that Zach and Danny Nelson reported on about a year ago. Terra Luna was sponsoring MLB, the Nationals, I think it was. I'm not a baseball guy, but I think Correct. It was the Nationals.
The Washington Nationals.
It's probably not fair to put all these together, right? Like blockchains, blockchain applications, wallets, services, exchanges, they're going to do this in the future forever. And there's always going to be some failures and some successes. But right after Terra Luna and right after FTX and MLB and NBA stadiums, it just looks a little weird. So I don't know. That's just how I'm categorizing it for the moment. But Jen, I'll give it to you for the next story.
Yeah, we're talking about NFTs in the next story. And the last piece I want to say about this story is that Formula One recently announced NFT tickets for the Monaco races. So Formula One's just really embracing NFTs and crypto.